YouTube channel. This is your girl, Uyai Girl. If this is the first time you're onto my channel, thank you so much for coming to watch me and you've been enjoying my videos. So today, before I start, let me just say happy holidays to everyone, Merry Christmas in advance, and a Happy New Year. Wishing you all a prosperous New Year. So before I start, my previous video was about the benefits of the MBA program, and I got some feedback, and based on those feedbacks I want to quickly work on them before we move forward. So the feedbacks I got was that I didn't speak of the MBA from a global perspective. So today on this video I'm going to be speaking on the MBA from a global perspective. As in my last video, I already told you everyone what the MBA program is all about and what it is. However, I only circled it around the United States. So today we're going to be discussing the MBA globally. And for today's shoot, we're going to be using a very global research, a very global website that's currently going to help us streamline the schools that we can apply to in 2024 and make our research and ensure that we get in. Yeah, I'm in. Today's episode on my YouTube channel. My name is Uyai Girl. If this is your first time or being on my channel, welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, yay! Thank you so much. I hope you've been enjoying the journey with me and getting a few tips here and there. Yeah. So on today's video, before I move on, let me quickly say happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas in advance and wishing you all a very prosperous new year. Yeah. So from the last video that I did a video on the benefits of the MBA program, and I got a few feedbacks. One of the feedback was that I didn't speak of the MBA from a global perspective. I only spoke of the MBA from the United States perspective, and being that this is a global channel whereby a lot of people could come across my video, and I would want them to benefit from my video. So I'll be giving a short prep on the global perspective of the MBA program. So I told everyone for my last video, in case you've not seen it, you need to go start from there, what an MBA is. It's the Masters in Business Administration program, and it's a program that teaches students and makes them very profound and versatile in the business world. Like, we did all the diving into that was in the previous video. So for this video, I'm going to be speaking on the global perspective of the MBA program. The MBA program is recognized globally. When I say globally, not only in the United States, everywhere. It makes a difference in your career, it makes a difference in your view to business and in how you handle organizations, like how you handle organizational issues and leadership and various skills and things that you're going to learn while learning in the MBA program. So for this particular video, I'll be shedding a lot of light into the top 100 business schools in the world. Yes, top 100 business schools in the world. So currently, according to QS World Ranking, there are about 550 business schools in the world. However, the accreditation body for business school, that is AACSB, says that there's over 750 business schools currently. However, not every one of them has the accreditation. So these are things we're going to be breaking down in this particular video. Before you choose your MBA, and because a lot of people are not everybody can school in the United States. Some people would want to school in Europe, some people want to school in Asia, some people want to school in Africa, some people want to school like here in the US, in the UK. I'll be putting out the details for the top 100 school. Now we'll be using the website Financial Times. The reason why we're using Financial Times is because according to my perspective and from the research I've made, they have like one of the most accurate data out there for business school. So Financial Times only recognizes the top 100 schools in the world. Yes, like the top 100 schools. It tells you the school, it tells you the ranking, it tells you the return on investment for each school. I mean, like it gives you the oversight, and then it gives you the alumni strength of the business school. Remember in the last video I told you how important the alumni of your school is. So yes, on Financial Time we're going to be seeing like a breakdown for each of the schools and what their strength is. Unfortunately, because of our time constraint, we may not be able to go through the whole 100 schools, but I'm going to drop a link in the video so that we all at our private time and spare time, we could always go through the videos and make a research. So one of the reasons why I'm also doing this video is because I noticed a lot of people don't really have the information on business schools. There are a lot of business schools out there. However, you don't want to sell yourself short, and I believe that if you apply to at least 70 of these schools, I'm not saying you apply to 70 though, but if you apply to 70 of these top business schools in the world, I'm very sure you're going to get a yes. If not one yes, at least 2, 3, 5, you should get a yes, because the business school program is not an easy program. It's not a walk in the park. It's very rigorous, and of course the screening process is not a joke as well. So you should know that your profile would have to be properly put in, and I'm very sure you're going to do just. Let's hit right into it. So this is the data from Financial Times, and like I said earlier, Financial Times only recognizes the top 100 schools in the world. So looking at this is the ranking for 2023, has the total of 100 schools, and it looks into the location, the weighted salary, the alumni network, and the carbon footprint. So now if you look on here, from here we can have the first business school being Columbia Business School, and look at the weighted salary, $226,359. The alumni network strength is 18. So the next one is INSEAD, which is in France, Singapore. This is the weighted salary, $198,363. The alumni strength is 22. IASC Business School in Spain, you can see the weighted salary there. We have Harvard on the list, we have Stanford, we have SDA Bocconi School of Management, this is in Italy. You have the University of California, UC Berkeley, popular UC Berkeley. That's the weighted salary, the average salary. This is the alumni strength. However, look at this. This is Cornell University. So they actually have the #1 alumni strength in the world, and this is their weighted salary. So we can see that the ranking of the schools, the alumni strength, you can see it actually differs. So this tells you a lot, and this should be able to, help you make a decision when picking your school. So right here you have 100 schools. I mean, all the business schools that matter are on this list, and you can see their various rankings according to Financial Times. You can see their locations. You have different schools in different countries. You have UK, US, Spain, Switzerland. You have from Singapore, India, Hong Kong, France, China, like US, Germany, Switzerland, Singapore, Netherlands, like all the business schools. You have Canada as well. All the business schools that matter in the world are on this list. So this should help you when making your decision. This is 100 schools. It shows you what they stand to gain, like their weighted salaries, their alumni strength in the world, their carbon footprint. I'm sure you should be able to make a pick from this list. So if we run a filter on this, at least we have at least 50 United States school on this list. So if your target is to study in the United States, you can make use of this list. Trust me. Look at the ranking of the schools here. You can click these options and compare both schools together, so you see your ratings. And look at it, look at the salary. You can see that sometimes it's not really about being the first school or the second school or the best school. You can see that, you see the return on investment. I mean, that is 170k there, that's 150k, so it's a very good, it's a good investment, a very good investment. And these figures are in dollars. I mean, look at the alumni strength. So I want to show you, look at this. even though University of Notre Dame is the 71 ranked school, the alumni strength of University of Notre Dame is 5. Wow. Now that actually means a lot. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. So now the number 1 alumni strength school, surprisingly, is Cornell. Let me show you. Okay. Yeah, look at it. Cornell University. So even though the ranking of the school is number 8, the alumni strength is number 1, which means their alumni, you can find them almost everywhere. Like their footprint is everywhere, like reputable. Like, and when you talk of referrals now, you guys, you know these things. So please, I'm going to drop the link to this site in my description box. You can go check it out so that you can be able to make your decision and pick the right school for you. Yeah, please. This is 100 schools. I'm very sure you'll get a very fantastic program. And global. This is a global list. Yes, guys, so now that we've seen how to go about selecting our business school, I'd like to also say that, having the business school internationally is a plus to your profile and to your career, because you get to learn things from different perspectives. You get to learn things from a whole different angle, especially if you're leaving your country to another country. You get to see a broader overview of what the business world is actually like. I myself, coming from Nigeria, in Nigeria, what is being used in the accounting reporting system is the IFRS. However, in the United States here, what is being used is US GAAP. Like, it's different. However, if I didn't come here, I wouldn't have had the practical knowledge of this, even though I studied accounting in my undergrad. But coming here and having to practicalize it and study it in my business program has given me a broader view for both angles. So which means now I have the Nigerian perspective and I have the United States perspective. So these are things you stand to gain from having your MBA program internationally. You get to learn a lot, the exposure. You also get to have like international jobs. It's not compulsory you work in your country. You could always have different countries where you could apply to and go work there, because the MBA program is rigorous. It trains you to be versatile. It trains you to be fully coached in everything business, so you can survive and thrive anywhere. I would also like to mention that the business school is very expensive. Yes, it is expensive. Yes, because the cheapest business school in the United States right now, I'd say, is at least $60,000 per year, at least. Yes, for a very good business school. So be ready, because the cost of the business school is not cheap. However, you are going to get your return on investment. Most times there's also this speculation out there that business schools, you should get 100% scholarship. I'd like to put it out there that not all business schools will give you 100% scholarship. Plus, it is a little bit tough to get 100% scholarship for business school. For the MBA program, you could get like 65, 70%, 80%, but most of the schools believe that because the return on investment is very high, you would be able to get your return on investment back, even if you decide to go for a student loan or you decide to finance your education from out of pocket. So I want people to also know that don't restrain yourself because you didn't get a full scholarship from the program. If you get into a very fantastic business school, please go ahead and pursue it. Pursue it to the fullest, because you're going to get your return on investment beyond your doubt. Here, I also did a little research on the success stories to the business program. I was amazed. Yes, I was. Would you believe that most of the successful CEOs, business owners we have today, have an MBA program? I know a lot of people want to argue on the importance of education and say, yes, not everybody goes to school, we understand. But in this century, education is very important, right? You're aware. So in that perspective, I'm going to put you through, I did a little slide on that. Let's check it together. So I was also able to compile a list for the success stories for the MBA programs. So on this list, you have very interesting names. You have Elon Musk, who got it from University of Pennsylvania, that's Wharton Business School. this school is highly ranked, I can tell you. Some people say it could even be the #1 business school in the world, but there's a lot of controversies in that. So you have Elon Musk, you have Ginny Rometty, that's from Northwestern University Kellogg School of Management. You have Ursula Bond's Columbia Business School. You have Rex Tillerson, also Chicago Boats. You have Adi Krishna, University of Illinois. You have Michael Bloomberg, Harvard, of course. You have from this list as well Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, that's Duke University, Fuqua. Then you have Mary Barra from Stanford. You have Jeff from Harvard. You have Warren Buffett, that's from Columbia Business School. From here, you also have Sundar Pichai, University of Pennsylvania again. That's the Wharton Business School. You have Sheryl Sandberg from Harvard. You have Indra Noyal. I hope I pronounced that well. That's from Yale School of Management. And then you have Jamie Dimon, that's from Harvard. So you can see all these people are very reputable. There are companies where they work, there are schools, JP Morgan, PepsiCo, Facebook. You have Apple on this list. You have the big Elon Musk. You have General Motors, General Electric. You have very reputable companies here. And this is to also show you and back the saying that, of course, education matters, especially an MBA degree. Whole lot you're going to gain from having your business school internationally. Yes, so that's being said, I hope with this little video that I just put up on the business school program, the international overview, the schools you can get to pick from, I'm very sure you've seen a new horizon to things. So because we've done this, and because this is already December period, I'm believing most of you or some of you could be interested in enrolling for the business school in 2024. Well, if you are and you just made that decision now, don't worry, you don't have to be sad. Yes. The reason why I made that exclamation was because first, the application process for the business school always comes in different batches. By now, the first batch is over, yes. Unfortunately, yeah. However, most of the schools still have 3 batches, 3 rounds for you to put in your application. Now, the second round for most schools, usually the deadline is usually in January. Yeah, usually in January. That I think I'm very sure about that. The deadline for that is usually in January. I mean, top rated schools that I just showed you now from the 100 list. Yes, they're always in January. So to this effect, I've put you through on how to go about choosing your school. Please, whenever you're picking out your business school, make sure it is AACSB accredited. Please ensure that it is. That's very important. You must ensure that whatever business school you're going to is properly accredited. That way you don't have any limitations to your degree. So having said that, and having put you through on how to search for your business school, I'll be putting you through on how to put in your application. Yes. How are you going to put in your application? We're going to start from the first step. Your statement of purpose. What's it about? How are you going to write it? What exactly do they want? This is what we're going to be discussing in the next episode, alongside with how you can request for application waivers. Because I mean, the application waivers, I said business school is expensive. Yes, application waivers are a lot. Application fees are a lot, but you can get waivers. I applied to, I think, about 3 schools and I got waivers in them. 3 to 5 schools, I got waivers in them. And yes, so I'm going to give you the tips on how to go about your application. I'm giving you time to go through the link I'm going to drop, check out for the schools you want to apply to. So in the next video, we're hitting right on with your application steps. We're starting with your application process on how to write the statement of purpose, what it entails, what you need to put in there, and join me. I'm very sure you're going to learn from it. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, like, comment. I want to have your feedback. Let me know what you think, what you need assistance in. Put it in the comment section. This is what's going to guide me on my next videos and how to exactly hit the nail on the head. However, thank you so much for watching this particular video, and thank you for subscribing in advance. Please like, comment, and share. Happy holidays, everyone.